Yo, this is Druma. Today's video, we're going to talk about how the fitness industry is a joke. You've got all these bodybuilders as personal trainers. They've got no health background. Most of them, some of them do have exercise physiology, exercise science backgrounds. But still, even these schools at the university levels are heavily influenced and heavily funded by industry like the meat and dairy industry. And a lot of people haven't done enough research or haven't been honest enough with themselves to realize the truth. And that is that there's really no health benefits of meat and dairy and of things like bodybuilding. Very limiting health benefits to bodybuilding. I mean, bodybuilding's great, but it should definitely be combined with a overall approach to wellness and health that includes flexibility and cardiovascular training, as with a real emphasis on flexibility and cardiovascular training to prevent you from getting injuries and diseases. So the whole fitness industry has this mindset of taking powders and eating a ton of meat, and you come into the gym. The trainer could be on drugs, could be on steroids, or could just be telling you to eat a bunch of shit. And they take the same approach to what they tell you to do for your diet as they're doing. So if you're coming into a trainer and they're telling you got to lose weight, they're telling you the way to do that is to eat a bodybuilder's diet and eat all the same bodybuilding staple foods such as chicken and fish and dairy and meat and eggs, when really these foods have no correlation with weight loss whatsoever. Not to mention, they'll basically put you on a bodybuilding program saying that somehow lifting a bunch of weights 4 or 5 times a week is going to help you with your weight loss. So the whole fitness industry basically needs to be revolutionized at this point to merge with health and to really take health as the primary concern. It should be health and fitness. We have all these gyms that open up: Anytime Fitness, Planet Fitness, Retro Fitness. But what happened to all the health clubs? Why is everything called just fitness? There's really no aspect on health. So the bodybuilders today, that make up most of the personal trainers, they're just concerned with the aspect of looking fit, not being cardiovascular fit. So when we talk about fitness, what are we actually talking about? Well, the definition is actually talking about cardiovascular fitness here. It's talking about cardiovascular wellness, cardiopulmonary fitness, that, your volume of oxygen consumed. Are you cardiovascular fit based on your VO2 max, your volume of oxygen consumed? So that's what fitness is. Now, looking fit and being fit are two different things in the modern day, with tanning and drugs and supplements and powders and fad diets. Now, looking cardiovascularly fit, I mean, a lot of these guys don't even look cardiovascularly fit. Having a ton of extra muscle on you and not being able to touch your toes or run or walk around the block is far from being cardiovascularly fit. So that's the truth about what's going on in the fitness industry. It's time for a change. It's time that we need to incorporate true health and wellness into the fitness industry. Yeah, I might lift some weights, but I'll also be running a 5K. Tomorrow, I've been doing vegan diet lifestyle for 6 years now. Haven't had any meat, eggs, fish, dairy, none of that shit. Used to be a bodybuilder, but it starts to make you sick, going out to the Mr. Olympia competition years back now and watching. You see what this industry is all about, from the prostitution to, nothing against gay people, but the way that these bodybuilders are sold, whether they're gay or not, They're sold as prostitutes a lot of times. So that's the fitness industry for it. A lot of drugs. Everyone's on steroids. You think people might just be taking 1 or 2 cycles of steroids, but they might be cycling 10 or 15 different types of steroids and growth hormone and drugs. So what you see in Muscle and Fitness magazine, or Muscular Development magazine, or Flex magazine, this is all, if it's not photoshopped, it's all done via drugs, just like your women's fashion magazines or celebrity magazines. So it's time people realize the truth about what really goes on in the quote-unquote fitness industry, and it's time we, as a fitness and health consciousness movement, merge. And how many bodybuilders, how many wrestlers, how many athletes need to die in their 40s and 50s? Guys who looked like they were in such great shape. So we need more people like Jack LaLanne out there, who's been doing this, was doing the same thing for literally a half century or more. And stop trying to look jacked, and let's actually try to have some actually good blood pressure tests and good cholesterol tests at your doctors. Try to get off all the meds. Try to not have diabetes. I mean, what's the point of being a pro bodybuilder if you're going to be on dialysis a few years later? I mean, it's fucking crazy what goes on. What's the point of being a pro athlete if you have heart disease in the peak of your performance? I mean, it's fucking crazy what goes on and how out of balance people are. So we definitely need to get more in balance with the health and the fitness. So this is Drew Ma. Check this channel out later. I'll be doing a video a day every day this year. Later.